Hi Flosstube, I'm Rolanda.
And I'm Kylie.
And this is
Rose Crafty Corner.
Corner.
Happy New Year, everyone!
Happy 2026.
Wow.
2025
2025's over. So, welcome to our first Flosstube for 2026.
And
Also,
this is a celebration because it's Flosstube number 50.
and as well as that, it's our 2-year Flossiversary because we started in January 2024.
Yep.
So thank you to everyone who has...
So happy everything's.
all the things. Thank you to everyone who's joined us on our crazy ride for the last couple of years, or even if you've just joined us recently, we appreciate you all being here.
Buckle up, there's much more to come.
Okay, we are primarily a cross-stitch channel if you haven't seen us before, and being the first video of the month
And the year.
But usually when we do our first video for the month, we go through our stitching totals for the previous month. So we have our totals for December.
We do.
And then we have our totals for all of 2025.
That's right. So we'll start with December.
For me, for December, I think this was my highest month ever.
Oh.
I got 12,384 stitches done in December. Now, some of that was backstitch,
High
but
five.
that's I think the most I've ever done because I was madly trying to get things done and finished and all the rest of it. So
I think there's a record broken here because you've done more than me.
oh my God, first time ever. Not only did I break my own record of most number of stitches, I've broken the record of beating me every month. Oh my God.
Yep. Congratulations. Revel in this glory.
I will, because it'll probably never happen again.
Okay.
Right, so what was yours?
11,764.
Not heaps in it, but
No.
I can't believe it.
I attribute that to a lot of driving, to retreat the week that I was away and coming home, and I was very busy when I go home with orders, but great. I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy. You beat me.
I did beat you and I beat me. So
yes, well done. And really, that's all that matters. Like, it's not a race. It's not a competition or anything. You do you.
Yeah.
And if you only get 5 stitches in a day, great. If you get 105, so be it.
Sometimes that's all I get.
Yeah.
But
Well done.
my total for the year, I think, is the highest I've ever had as well.
Okay.
105,988 stitches for the year.
Excellent.
I don't think I ever have before.
Okay.
So,
well done. Okay. Well, mine.
That's exciting too.
Mine for the year, I did smash
beat me
on
over
this.
Well, of course, I've only beaten you one month.
So my yearly total was 162,449. And when I wrote that down last night, I was like, I couldn't get one more stitch to make it 450.
It's always the way.
But that's fine. So I have a comparison. I did better than the year 2023, but I did worse than the year 2024. And I think that's just because life and making bags and things took more of my time than I would normally have dedicated to stitching. Yeah. So go us.
Yay. Okay, so
moving on.
We will move straight into new starts.
Yep.
Of which I have none.
And I have 3.
So Ray will take over for a minute and I'll have a drink.
Yes, nice. Okay. Now, in December, there was a few birthdays from some of the ladies who attend Coco and stitch with us. And they decided that they wanted to stitch the Love Poppet patterns for their birthday sale. So this is the one that I started, which is Oh Christmas Tree. I'd had it in my stash for a little while because as soon as it was released, I was like, I must stitch this. So that's there. And this is how much I have got done. So this one here, I worked 2 days. And it says 436 stitches. It looks like a lot more than that, but that's what it is. And it's at 3.54%. So I started with the red and I started doing the border, and then I was like, I'm getting sick of the red. I wanted to start on the actual rest of the design. So I asked the ladies what they thought, and they thought if you count over to the star and then work down, that would be good. So there's the star in the middle, made up of a couple of different yellows and that, and then we'll just do a close up here. So I only got a little bit of the star in, but that's fine. So this is going to be my Wednesday stitch when I go to Coco. This fabric I hand dyed myself.
Pretty.
I can't remember what count it is. It's probably like a 16 or an 18 count, something like that.
Yeah, it looks somewhere around that.
Yeah. So yeah, and that was an experiment with dyeing too. So I was so pleased on how it turned out.
Yeah, nice.
Alrighty, that's that one. And then the second one, I was talking to Lisa from Paddock Lane Designs, and I said to her, I'm struggling a little bit with the 12 Days of Christmas sale, and Kylie's doing that one. What if I do the ornaments one? And she said, that's a great idea. So I started that one, and I got one whole circle done. So this is the 12 Days of Christmas from Paddock Lane Designs, and it's 1 day, 122 stitches, 1.86%. So basically each one of the days has this circle around them, and then like day 1 will be inside here, and then day 2, and so on and so forth. This is stitched on a piece of hand-dyed fabric from Lisa called Sunburnt Country, and it's a 32 count linen. And it's just so pretty. And I loved how that red just popped on it. So it's a very nice neutral colour. So I think most of the colours will actually pop on that quite well.
Very good.
And then speaking of Lisa, she had a birthday sale earlier in 2025.
In the middle of 2025.
Yeah.
I was
going to say this year, and I'm glad I stopped myself.
We're officially in the new year. So.
I'll have to remember that.
Yeah.
And it was Sunflower Farm by Cure Ubata Cure. And every retreat that I'd gone to, there was photos, and there was all these things of the people who were stitching along and the progress that they were making. And I just kept going along with an empty piece of fabric. And I said to Lisa, I promise you I'll start it in 2025. So I started it last night. And it was part of my, I did the 12 for 12, 12 by 12 on the last day of the year. But what I actually did 4 projects, 3 hours each, or roughly. And I did one new start, which was this one, and the rest of them were whips. So,
which you'll see in a little bit.
This is what I got done. That sunflower. Isn't it adorable so far? Now, I followed the pattern, but I didn't realise until I got over this side that one's out a bit. So my husband said, just leave it. It's fine. I did 89 stitches on this one, and it's 0.61%. Now, it wasn't the whole 3 hours. I had to measure it up, and I had to find some of the threads and all the things. So, yeah, it didn't get the full 3 hours. And then I thought I had all the threads for it.
Yeah.
No.
Don't know where.
There's 3 colours that I could have stitched last night that come off that flower that I didn't have. So you have to get them.
Well.
Yes. So, Lisa, I started it. And
doesn't count as a whip yet.
No, it doesn't, because there's only 89 stitches on it. Yeah.
Not officially in Whip Warriors group. You have to have a minimum of 200 stitches before it becomes a whip.
Yeah. Yeah. So
it's still technically a new start.
It is technically a new start. Next time we show it, it'll be a whip.
Yes, well, let's hope so.
Yeah. It will, because I definitely want to get more done on that one. Well, once I get the threads, obviously.
Otherwise, Lisa will be having another birthday in 6 months, and then she'll start another one.
She'll pick out another flower farm, and I'll be like, I haven't finished the first one yet.
Barely started.
Yeah. Anyway, all right, we'll move on to whips.
Whips I have.
Yay!
The first whip that I'm going to show is the Love Poppet Stitch Along one that I chose, and this is Gingerbread House. And since we showed it last time, I did 182 stitches on it, which has brought it to 25.8% complete.
Quarter of the way done.
Yeah, it's not very big. It's only 66 by 59 stitches, so it's not that big.
Nice.
The total number of stitches is a little over 2,000, so it wouldn't take long if I sat and concentrated on it.
Yeah.
But again, like you, this is the one I take to Coco, and I've been working on there.
Yep.
So yes, Gingerbread House by Love Poppet, and I'm stitching it on an white iridescent even weave, 28 count, and I'm stitching it over 2 over 2. And started it on the 5th of December because it was in my Christmas stitching, and just using the called for DMC on that one.
Nice.
So I've now finished the 2 trees over there.
Yes, very pretty.
Which I didn't have last time.
Love the reds and the greens on that one.
I know, and I love the little bits of the iridescent that are going to show through between all the parts of the gingerbread house.
Yes, definitely.
It's going to look really good. I'm really happy. So I had to swap that fabric around because that was originally planned for something else, and I just swapped it over. So, and my next whip is the 12 Days of Christmas Stitch Along from Paddock Lane Designs, and now I'm stitching this one on one of Paddock Lane Designs fabrics, which is a 32 count even weave, and it is also called Sunburnt Country, and using the called for DMC. Now I was following along with each of the parts, but the full pattern has now been released, so I'm just kind of picking whatever's close and working my way from there. So since we showed it last time,
you got the water
in. The water and the swan.
Yeah.
I've done some of the back stitch and filled in the red over here and put the dress in for the lady. That was the last thing that I did. So I've actually done 1,445 stitches on this one since I showed it last, and 380 back stitches.
Wow.
And of the whole pattern, it's 54.35%.
So you're over halfway.
I am over halfway, but there is still back stitch on all the other parts as well.
Yeah.
And I've done like the back stitch at this end of the scroll and up a little bit until I ran out of thread. So I've still got to back stitch the rest of that part. And obviously I've got to finish this lady and then do her back stitch.
Yep.
But I think I've done all the other back stitch on the other things that had been released.
Excellent.
So, and filled in, a couple of trees up there and stuff.
Like it.
So, so I'll probably just work my way across.
Yep.
Now that we've got the full pattern, rather than, this part, that part.
Yeah.
I've just put the whole pattern into marker, marked off what I've already done.
Easy to count too, like you don't have to jump so far to count.
Yes, exactly. So I'll just, work my way across page 1 and then work my way across page 2. I mean, the banner I've done all the way across.
Yeah.
But, so,
nice.
using the call for DMC for that one. I'm quite enjoying that too. When I get the chance to get to it. There's so many things to do. Yeah. And like on that one, I need my magnifier to make sure I'm putting, with 2 over 2, I've got to make sure I get it in the right spot.
Yeah.
And can't always use my magnifier at home if I'm watching TV with my husband, because the magnifying light glares in the TV and it's right in the middle for him where he sits.
We've got to keep the other people in the household happy, don't we?
Yeah. And then I just work on something that's, I don't need the magnifier for. So I just,
Yeah.
chop and change.
Fair enough.
As we do. So, so those are my 2 whips.
Excellent.
Only 2.
Now, I've got a fair few, so you might want to just settle in.
I'll just get comfy.
Yeah, get comfy.
I'm wearing
Chill
my
out.
new cross-stitch t-shirt too that I got in my advent calendar as well. Rose sets up. Cross-stitch is my superpower. It's a little bit big, but I still love it. Just makes it comfy. Comfy and cozy.
Sometimes you just need those tops that are just that little bit bigger to just, get comfy in. You know what I mean? Okay. So there's a few little ones and then there's a few bigger ones.
Oh, that's how I'm sitting back and relaxing.
You sit back and relax. All right. So this is the first little one. So this is the reindeer ornament that I'm doing as a swap between myself and Claire. And if you go back to our December videos, you'll see I went to a retreat. I forgot my ornament. So Claire and I decided to swap with each other. So I'm still working on it, Claire. All the outline is now done of that particular colour, which is great. And this was designed for the Rose Crafty Corner Project Bag of the Month, the December issue. And it was designed by our friend Dawn from C Fellow Designs. I spent 1 day on it, did 140 stitches, and it's now at 9.87%. So how cute is he? He's just adorable. So he just needs his colour, and then I'll fully finish him and then let Claire know, and we can swap them over.
Yay!
So that's that one. And then the next one was finishing off my advent calendar from December. So I've got a few different ones here. I'll just show you as I go, basically. So we have the star, the Christmas tree.
They're so tiny.
They are super tiny.
And this is like 14 count.
Yeah, this is 14 count.
Can you imagine if you stitched it on anything less than...
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
The bauble, the present, the little Santa face. Look how tiny he is.
So
like,
tiny.
he is just cute. The little elves shoes, and the little yellow bits that I did there, they were actually charted as white, but I thought, no, I want to make them yellow, make them look like little bells on the end of their shoes.
Oh, of course, yes,
You know?
absolutely. It was probably like a pom-pom or something on the end.
Yeah,
I like the
probably.
idea of the bell.
The pudding, so the Christmas pudding. And then the last one was just a random sort of, I thought it looked like Christmas lights, but it didn't really grab me.
It was kind of strange.
So I made up my own and
Yay.
did 24. So all of those ones together, I spent 4 days on them. They're 100% completed. And I did a total of 475 on those little ones.
Stitches.
Yes, stitches, yes.
Not hours.
No,
Not minutes.
475 stitches.
Yeah.
Oi.
Yeah, I know. They're only small, but it adds up, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 that I did. So, yeah.
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 Cool.
And some of them were more stitches than others, obviously. You can see that in the thing. All right, then.
Oh, boy.
Yes. I tried working on this one on Christmas Day, and our Christmas Day was just extremely hot. And this is now like a blanket. So,
It was?
yes.
Nice and cool in my house with the air conditioning.
Yeah. I don't have aircon. So, I couldn't work it on Christmas Day. So, here we go. This is Joyful World, and it's by the Snowflower Diaries. I spent 2 days on it. I did 387 stitches. Now, in the second day, it was really only 2.5 hours because that was last night.
No.
So I don't know how people do 12 and 12
No.
and eat and,
I think
you know, do
by the
all
ti-
the
yeah.
normal things of
By the
getting up
time I
and...
get up and change the project over and, you know, make sure I've got everything for it and actually start on it and everything,
Well,
I'd be halfway through the time.
I think some people prepare it, like have it all ready to go, like put that one down and pick it up.
Yeah.
But what I was doing was
You'd have to plan it.
writing down my stitches as I was going and all the things. So
Yeah.
I had a little bit of time. And then, you know, had to stop and eat. One of them I only spent like 45 minutes on because I was too busy eating and stuff. Anyway, so what I have left to do is just the rest of the border here. And then obviously I need to go back to August and do the Lazy Daisy stitches, which is up here where my fingers are. And I've actually had quite a lot of people say to me how proud they are of keeping up with
You
it.
have kept up with it. You've done
Yeah.
well.
And
Because it's not like you.
no, because I get bored very easily and I need
Yeah.
to change projects. But with this one, I felt like it was a new project each time.
Each time, yeah. Because you
And-
weren't working the same things or the same colours or any
No,
other
that's
things.
right. Yeah.
And
So-
and you were doing other things in between as well.
I was,
so
yeah. And so this,
It's quite big.
yeah. So this is just like the last three. So you can see what I mean by it being a blanket sitting on me. Like it was quite warm. So this is August, and that's where I need to do the Lazy Daisy.
Yeah, so that's like half the year there. So
yeah,
there's
that's
that much
half the
again.
year. Yeah, there's not much again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to focus on this one for a little bit until it's done because obviously we're now in 2026. I don't want it to go too far
over.
into 2026. Like originally and ideally, I would have had it done by
Yeah.
yesterday.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm not going to stress myself out about it 2026 is the year of being kinder to me. So I'm going to be kinder.
Do I have to?
Yes, you do too.
Take off
It's
fun
obligatory.
fun.
All right, moving on. Now, these are the ones I stitched on for the Big Bash stitching. And I have touched all 8 projects from all 8 teams in the last 2 weeks.
Well done.
Yeah. And I only have 2 projects which I still need to catch up on. The one from last night, which obviously would be stitched today.
Yep.
And then my stitchy chart, which I just didn't get to because all the things. So the first one is Classic Christmas Street Shops, and this one is named Delilah's Deli. It is by Susan Bates, and it was in the CrossStitcher magazine, one of them a fair while ago. I spent 2 days on this one. I did 488 stitches, and it's now 44.48%. And I was quite chuffed that the percentage is very similar to the amount of stitches I did. So, yeah, but it's coming along now. I worked in all the park threads. That's what I did with this one. And then I picked a colour and I continued. So, yeah, I really love working on this one again. Now I've started working on it. Like the love has come back, which is great. It's exactly what I wanted. Right, now this next one is Penguin Christmas Stocking, and this is the one that I needed to catch up on because it was last night's one. Now, this one here is by Doreen Jones. I spent 1 day on it. I did 253 stitches, and it's at 9.96% now. Oh. Yeah. Almost.
Couldn't quite get to 10.
Almost the 10. Almost. So this one you're going to see throughout this year because it will be an FFO by Christmas time 2026.
You heard it here first, people.
Yep.
Hold it to it.
Yep. And it's a full coverage stocking, so there's quite a lot of stitches in it. So we need to keep that one moving.
Yep.
And then the next one,
I can hold this bit.
You can indeed, is a piece that I'm doing for my husband. And this piece is for the Hobart Hurricanes. And they have been winning every match that they're in.
Good on them.
Right, now we've got this one. And this one I have spent 4 days on, a total of 1,115 stitches, and it's now at 24.07%. So I worked in all the park threads that were up here that you'd see on the previous photo, and I did all of Star and most of Wars.
Almost there.
Yeah, so I've just got the W left here. And so next time they play and obviously get scoring, I'll finish off the W first. There's a few more stitches in here randomly, and then I'll move it completely up. And, you know, work on layer here and then work up from there.
Yeah, very good.
And my husband's loving seeing that one coming along, and he actually said to me, when they win, he's that confident, he said, you can do some extra stitches till it's finished, right? I was like, we'll see. Yep. We'll see if I still have love for it. All right, now this one is the Stitchy chart. Now it's by the Spruce Craft Co. And I spent 2 days on this one, 770 stitches, and it's now at 76.53%. As you can see, I've started to put in my key down the bottom here, which I've charted myself. And this is the other project that still has stitches owing to it. So yes, it's coming along nicely. My plan is to get the rest of the key done in here, that one, and then I'll move the hoop, and then I'll do the other 2 bobbins over the other side.
Okay. Yeah,
so
very good.
I have a plan. Alrighty, now this one is called Summer Wishes by Doreen Jones, and this one I spent 3 days on, and 961 stitches. Now I can't give you a percentage of this one because I am working off the paper chart scanned into markup, and I haven't marked off
yeah.
all this part here. Now, everything from here down is done except for the back stitching on those two little shells there. And then what I did was I concentrated on the huts, and I got the back stitching all done down in the corner here. I concentrated on this hut. This hut is now completely finished, other than the little back stitch that goes from the roof to the flag there. And yeah, I'm not liking the fractionals, so I'm working with it as I'm going and taking it little chunk by little chunk and getting there. So
that's the best way to do something you're not as keen on as you once were.
Yeah,
I reckon.
So it's coming along. But I don't know if you can still get this pattern because I haven't been able to see it anywhere like advertised.
Yeah, okay.
So, yeah. Alrighty, the next one is Gnome Place Like Home by Spruce Craft Co. And this one I spent 1 day on, 322 stitches, and it's now at 59.18%.
Yeah, over halfway.
Yeah, so I worked on the tree, the tree and the tree stump thing here. Yeah, so that was my stitches for that one. I do really want to get this one finished because it's been hanging around for a little while, and I'd love to get it up on my wall. So
the sale has well and truly finished.
Oh yeah, they're start-alongs for me, not stitch-alongs. I start and then fall behind.
Yeah,
but that's what it is.
Which is why you did so well to keep up with your snowflower diary.
Yeah. Well, I think that wasn't a pressured one with everybody else. Like
true,
it was a sale a few years ago, and I just was doing it myself, so I didn't have the pressure of keeping up with others.
Yeah.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
That goes a long way for you. I'm going to try and keep up.
Yeah. I don't do well under pressure. All right. The next one is Aussie Christmas Countdown, and this is by our friend Adorn from Seafellow Designs. Now, she does have this one back up on her Etsy store now from my request, because I had a lot of people asking me, where do you get the pattern? Now, this one I spent 1 day on. I did 310 stitches, and I'm now at 21.19%. So I filled in the one, I think it was, and the little flowers here.
Cool.
Yeah, I think that's all I did. Yeah. Alrighty. The next one is Christmas Pals by Dimensions.
So this was a kit with 6 different pals in it.
Yep.
And Ro is stitching
Santa.
the Santa down here, and I'm slowly doing that one.
Yeah.
And I don't have it to show today because
the rest of them have already been done by other
people. So yeah, you were doing this as like a round robin thing, weren't you?
Originally.
So yeah. So there's if I can get it without the glare.
Close up. There we go. That's what it is.
So that's the Santa that Ro's doing.
Yeah. And
this is where she's up to.
Yeah. So here we go. So basically, I only did this one a couple of days ago, so I remember exactly what I did. I finished off the green in one of the sides here, and then I finished the whole other bits of green in the pom-pom. And then I did all the white dots in the border, and I did the white in the beard and the moustache. Now, I'm not sure whether you guys are going to be able to see it or not, but there's a lot of white through here. If I try and hold it still, you might be able to see it. But once the other colours are in,
you'll be able to see the white better.
Yeah, you'll be able to see.
Because they are full coverage ornaments.
They are. And I like to do my white before I do the other colours, because I don't want the other colours bleeding into the white as you're pulling your threads through. So that's why I do my white first. And especially because there's a little red cardinal on this side. So it would look pink, like his beard would look pink.
Potentially.
Pulling the red through.
Just, it's just the little fibres there.
Yeah. And I have a pair of tweezers sitting beside me when I'm stitching at my setup. So if I do find any of those little ones, I can pull them out with the tweezers, but I prefer to do the white first. Yeah. So it might be a little hard to see, but there's a method to my madness.
Sometimes. Sometimes she's just mad.
And that completes the big bash stitching. Now, if you are interested, I am posting it on our Instagram channel. And when I remember, I share it to Facebook. So usually what I try and do is once the game is finished, I work out what needs to be stitched the next day, and I'll schedule the post for around 9 o'clock the next morning.
Brisbane time.
Yeah, Brisbane time. Sometimes I don't get to it then, so it's maybe a little bit after.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Then the last one I stitched on last night, and this is the one that got 41 minutes out of 3 hours. I got 105 stitches done in 41 minutes. I was pretty proud of that.
That's pretty fast.
Yeah. So this is Berry Christmas by Needle Designs. And as I said, 105 stitches. I did all the red. So basically the red lights, the red in his jumper, and through there, because I had a prompt that I needed to stitch at least 100 stitches in red. And I thought, oh, this is great because there's a lot of different colours in this one. So I can use this one for the prompts. And who knows, it might be finished in February if I keep going with the prompts. So, yeah, I really love that one.
Mm.
Now, I must say, I had a big amount of things I wanted to get to in December. If I have not shown it through December or now, it didn't get there.
Mm.
And I knew I wasn't going to touch everything. Mm. So it'll just go to Christmas in July or Christmas in December this year.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it for your whips?
Yep.
All right. I have had some finishes.
Yay!
Yay! So the first one I finished was my Christmas calendar.
Yay!
From Romy's Creations.
Excellent.
I did make a couple of little changes to it. I just mostly left out any excess snow that she had around things. Because it doesn't snow here at Christmas time because it is summer and we live in Queensland and it's hot. No snow. But I did leave like the snowman and the snowflake and the ice skates, which are, I mean, we can still go ice skating. They do ice skating rinks where they just, have to make the floor frozen.
Fake ice.
Yeah. So rather than trying to swap it out, we did talk about changing the snowman to a sandman, but then he's wearing a scarf and a beanie and I would have had to change too many things. So I'm like,
I probably would have kept the scarf and beanie on, but anyway.
Yeah, but I thought it would look funny in that. So I stitched...
Funny ha-ha or funny cuckoo?
Funny weird. I stitched this one on a 28 count Jubilee even weave. I picked it up from Marketplace, but it was from a website called countrystitch.com and it was a Kiwi Illusions collection that they had at that time. Mm-hmm. I don't think they have the Kiwi Illusions section anymore, but they do still have some in this colourway, which is Tussock. They don't have the Jubilee, but it was really nice to work on. So I'm glad I've got a spare bit down the bottom now. Once I, work out what I'm doing with that one, which I had kind of an idea. So we'll see how we go with that.
Excellent.
So since I showed that one last, I did 1,384 stitches and 69 back stitches. Yes. Thankfully, there wasn't a lot of back stitch on the project. So
Very
just
nice.
a few little bits. And I mostly use my unknowns threads and also a couple of Romy's threads from the Halloween mystery box that I got.
Yeah, that you got.
So started on the 26th of November, finished it on Christmas Day.
Well done. Exactly a month.
Yeah. 26th to the 25th. Yeah. So
nice.
Really enjoyed doing that one. And I think I might have convinced her to do a Valentine's Day daily one for me. All for me. The next one that I finished was the Mystery Advent Stitch Along from Art Mishka Designs on Facebook. This was free in her Facebook group. And I did get some days behind, but because the parts were, 80 or 90 odd stitches, it was easy to catch up a couple of parts at a time. So I didn't necessarily have to keep up with it on the day. I could do two the next day.
And especially being the one colour as well. It's not like you had to chop and change colours.
No, that's right. So I stitched this one on a green Semco Ada, the 14 count that I had in my stash, and still have more of it. Yay. Which is good because she's got another pattern that will be about the same size that I could use the same fabric for.
Lovely. And they'll be matching.
And I used a Silks for You thread that was created just for the Brisbane CrossStitchers retreat in 2024.
Nice.
And I still have some of that left too. So I may be able to, do the same combo again.
Excellent.
So since we saw that one last time, I did 951 stitches to finish it off. And yeah, I thought that looked really cute. Quite happy with that one too. And some of the other finishes are just stunning as well. People, use multiple colours and stuff. As I wasn't sure what it was going to look like, I just thought, no, look, I'll just go with the one colour.
Yep.
And then my lucky last finish, literally finished it last night on New Year's Eve 2025, was Christmas Calories from Romy's Creations. And I stitched this one on the Zweigart raw linen, 32 count. So started it on the 11th of December, finished it on New Year's Eve, and used my unknowns as well as DMC 115, which is the variegated red, and personalised it with some changes because, again, this one had snowflakes on it. I'll show the cover photo so you can see the differences. So instead of doing snowflakes, because again, it does not snow in Brisbane around Christmas because it's summertime. So I thought I didn't want to just leave them off. It needed something. I decided it needed more calories.
Yeah.
So
because
Christmas calories don't count. We wish. So I added the little Christmas pudding at the top instead of the big snowflake there, and a couple of Christmas cookies. So this one actually came from the advent calendar, the Christmas calendar that Romy did. And the cookies, she had some on the calendar and she had some in another pattern, but the ones from the calendar were just a little bit small and the ones from the other pattern were a little bit big. So I kind of charted my own in between her two sizes to get the size that I wanted to fill in the gaps there nicely. And I will probably make a little cushion out of that one.
Lovely.
And it'll be basically a square one. So on that one, since I showed it last, I did 768 stitches to get it done. And that was, finishing with the actual pattern as well as adding in the extra things that I did. And
the little choc chip cookies look good.
The little choc chip cookies. And I just randomly put the dark thread
where the choc chips would be.
And I had a couple of short lengths. I'm like, that'll do.
I'll do a close up for you.
So there's like 5.
Can you see little choc chips in there?
Yeah. All right, so those are my finishes.
Excellent.
You didn't have any finishes?
Well,
your advent calendar.
I finished my advent calendar.
She put it in whips.
I showed it in
should have been in finishes.
Sorry.
But anyway, so that was done.
Yes.
And neither of us have any FFOs.
No. Haven't had a chance.
Do you have any New Year's resolutions?
I do.
Do you want to share them?
To be kinder to myself.
Yes, you did say that before.
I've put myself under a lot of pressure 2025 and I have a few health issues. So I need to be kinder to myself and realise that rest is actually just important as doing all the things.
Everything done, yeah.
So, yes, I will be scheduling my week a little differently to what I did in 2025. And hopefully it'll be a better balance. That's my New Year's resolution.
Okay.
Yours?
I would like to try and get some FFOs done because I have a pile that's building up and I'm hoping I'll have a bit more time.
I've got a few that need doing too.
I'm hoping I'll have a bit more time because kids will all be at school.
Yeah, definitely.
This year. So once school goes back, I will have to schedule my week because obviously I need some work days too to make my crafty notions.
Yes.
And, advertise them on Instagram and all the things. So, yeah. But yes, I would like to get some FFOing done because some of them I've actually got planned how I want to do it. I just haven't had the time to do it. So, Yeah.
I do have a couple of focus pieces for this year. In 2025, I had 5. That was way too many. I learnt from that. So be it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do have a couple of focus pieces that I want to do throughout the year.
So we're kind of moving into plans now.
Well, yeah, we're kind of moving into plans.
Yeah.
Just to sort of break it up and not be so overwhelmed with it all, and give myself a realistic time frame for them. So yeah, that's probably my plans.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, obviously, as we go through the year, you guys will see, but you know, I don't have any yearly plans as such. You know, it's just
I still would like to do
I get a few
our
finishes
themed
done.
things.
Yes.
Our monthly themes for special occasions.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll still be doing that for sure.
Yeah.
We can't resist.
And we still have things that have carried over from last year.
Yes.
And maybe the year before.
Yes. And then there's always new things coming out as well.
Come out all the time.
Yep.
So yeah, I still want to do that, but I also want to keep all of my whips moving.
Yes.
So I've put them all onto a wheel in tiny decisions, and I will spin that once a week, and that will be my focus project for that week, as well as whatever monthly theme things we're doing. So just so I can get some progress done on everything. And, you know, if I get some things finished, that's great.
Yeah.
Then I have to figure out how to finish them off.
That's it.
But yeah.
One other thing I just did think of then, when you were saying that, is that I have a viewer's choice project every month this year.
Yes, that is a new thing you've started doing.
Yes. And in December, we asked for people to vote.
Yeah.
You want to know the winner? Okay. So, overwhelmingly, this was the one that the people chose. So, we have Summer Memories by Maria Diaz. And this is where my starting point will be. And I will be focusing on this in January. I want to at least touch it once a week. I've decided to make my viewer's choice
get some
count.
Significant work.
That's
done.
right, yeah. So I'll touch it at least once a week, if not more, depending on what my week is like, I suppose. So congratulations. Thank you very much for voting, everybody. If you chose this one, good on ya. Good job.
If you chose the other one, maybe next time.
Yeah, maybe next time.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I just thought I'd let you know that's the viewer's choice for January.
So, Ro, plans to work on that one.
Yep, that'll be coming on the cruise with me.
Speaking of the cruise, we do have some projects planned, but I don't think we'll go through them all.
No, because we might not touch them.
We're both taking a lot of options because we don't know what the stitching room will be like, what lighting will be like, and all those things.
Yep.
So we're taking more options than we probably will work on. So after we get back at some point, we will do a video showing what we did work on. For me, most of it's new starts. And just touching on that as well, one of the other plans for January is the Great Australian Cross-Stitch Shindig.
That's
Is
right.
that the right title?
Yes, that's it. You got it in one.
So that will be on Australia Day weekend. That will be on the 25th and 26th of January. So it's coming up.
Yeah, it's
not
far
too
away.
far away. So it'll be the Sunday and Monday Australian time. But there will be things happening all through those days, and there will be Flosstubers like us.
If you haven't got your tickets, head over to paddocklandesigns.com and you can purchase them there. They're $15 Australian. So if you live somewhere else in the world, it may be cheaper. I don't know if anywhere would be more expensive than that, but $15 gets you, 48
access to
hours.
the whole
So
weekend.
it's a great price.
It is an online retreat that you join from your own home.
Yeah.
And you don't even have to have your camera on if you don't want to be seen. If you're sitting there in your jammies or whatever, it doesn't matter.
Yep.
But you can still join in. There will be free patterns, exclusives, specials, free classes, vendors, and meet and greets and Flosstubers and all the things you would expect from an online retreat. So we're looking forward to that.
Yes, we'll be there.
With the cruise and the shindig and school going back later this month, we've decided to skip filming until either right towards the end of this month or early next month, depending on what date suits us both to do. So,
and we're looking at possibly doing a whip parade around that as well, because we just can't fit it in anytime
this
sooner.
month before that. So
it's a very busy month.
It is a busy month, so that's why, and it's school holidays, and my husband's got some time off, so we'll be doing some family things as well.
Yeah.
So trying to fit in filming is a bit tricky.
Yes.
So this is our first one for this year, and then we'll have a little break.
Yes.
Okay.
But don't worry, we'll still be around. Yeah, we'll be online, in all the groups and on Instagram and all the things. So
we will have,
you can reach out to us.
Things to talk about from the cruise when we get back as well. So
we'll still be creating content.
Absolutely.
It just won't be coming out as regular as what it normally does.
Yeah. So and we do have a year-long plan.
We do.
You want to go into that one?
Is this the one that I convinced you all to do?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so I saw this particular pattern at Coco Egg Stitch a few months ago. So it's called 12 Monthly Minis, and it's by Primrose Cottage Stitches. So obviously, as the name suggests, there is 12 monthly minis. Pillows they are. So I'll just go a real close up for you so you can see. And basically, I said to Denise
at Coco,
I would like to do one of these per month. And I said, I'm not sure if I can fit them in, we were just chatting about it. And she said, well, I'll do them with you. And so then we can do them together and we can, encourage each other to do them. And I was like, that sounds great. And then at the table, I said, anyone else want to join in?
And a couple of us, including me, said, I've eyed that off every time I've come here and been thinking about it. Mm-hmm. But for me, what put me off was the couple of very Americanized ones. Mm-hmm. But so we have a plan to change those.
We do, yeah. So I have, with help from the other ladies at Coco, made a list of what we're going to stitch each month.
Because our seasons and everything are different here, so
yeah. And so
some things are the same.
They're only 39 by 39, so they're not huge. And the first one we're starting with for January is this one here, and we're changing it up
to make it Australian.
To more Australian, yeah. So obviously there's an American flag in here.
Yeah.
And, we're not going to stitch the American flag. So the ladies have been talking on our little chat group of what they want to change that to. Mm-hmm. I'm hoping to change it to an Australian flag.
Me too, if we can get it to work.
Yes. I have a little tiny pattern of the Australian flag. So we'll see if it works. And if it does work, I'll share it with the other ladies that are there.
So the plan is for the group of us to stitch one of these each month.
Yes. Now they come, I won't show you the patterns obviously because they're in there, but it comes one pattern to a page. Mm-hmm. This is my fabric I'm going to do, so that's why I'm just covering the pattern. But it's beautiful the way they've got it set out. Mm-hmm. It's a lovely book to have, so on and so forth. So it's there. If you want to join in, purchase the book.
Yep. If you don't have it already.
Yep. And as I said, they're only 39 by 39, so they're
pretty quick stitches.
Yeah. I think there's
some people would get it done in a day, and me, it'd probably take at least a couple of days. But
yeah.
Those that have more time, probably knock it over in a day.
One of the ladies who was in our group, she started on it this morning,
and she's already finished.
And she's already finished this one, she changed it up a bit. So she changed the flags to flowers.
Yeah.
And she said there was only 383 stitches that she did in that one. So they're not huge.
No.
So they are pretty quick to knock it up. So this is the month, one of the yearly.
Yeah. We don't have a lot of yearly plans, but that is
No.
one.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Another yearly plan I have is to work on 324, which is from Works by ABC. So Jeanette and I are both going to start that, and so I will have to start that today at some point. I've got it all ready to go to, you know, at least make a start on it.
I need to finish mine.
And you need to finish yours. So maybe you can join in and stitch one a day with us. Who knows? Another one I want to start for January is a pattern by Craft with Cartwright, and this was a free pattern that she offered up. It's called Watching the Fireworks.
Oh.
And I quite like this one. So it is stitched all in one colour.
Monochromatic.
As a monochromatic pattern. She's just done it on white in a dark colour. I don't know if it's black or if it's something else. But my plan for this one is to change it up a little bit. And I'm going to stitch it on this 14 count Ada. And this is one of the Charles Craft ones that we were sent by Rose from Untwisted Stitches.
Yes.
So I'm finally using one.
It looks familiar.
So this was the antique blue. I kind of wanted to go a bit darker to make it look more like night sky, but with the colours of threads that I chose,
You didn't want it too dark.
I couldn't have it too dark.
Yeah.
And I didn't want it any lighter. So that was kind of a good in between.
Yeah.
Because my plan is to stitch with Silks for You threads in the charcoal that I got when we were at a retreat. So for the bottom with the boats and the people is going to be stitched in that. So it's like they're in silhouette. And then for the fireworks, I'm going to use their fireworks colour, which has, you know, a lot of bright ones. But again, there's dark ones in there, so that's why I couldn't go too dark with that or with that. So I thought, you know, between the sky and the water that you can see in the picture, I thought that was a nice compromise.
Yeah.
So that's my plan for that one.
Looks good. I like it. I like it a lot.
I am, planning to start that one possibly tonight, as long as I get my 324 done. Which I can't even remember which one the first 324 is, whether it's one of the bigger ones or the smaller ones.
I can't remember off the top of my head now. It was a while ago I did that one. I think it might. Well, if it's one of the squares, it's only 25 stitches. If it's one of the motifs, then it's a bit bigger.
Yeah. So anyway, I'll
it won't take you long.
It won't take long either way, and then I can do some on that. So so that is a planned start.
I will be starting on this tonight.
I don't have the pattern yet.
I have my fabric. and
I need my fabric overlocked, which Rory's going to do for me. So until I get it back, I can't start.
Well, when I go home, I'll overlock it.
Yeah. So I'll start that one later this month.
Yep. Cool. Seeing as there's not many stitches on this one, I'll probably end up getting it finished tonight. Who knows?
Knowing you, probably.
I've got Big Bash stitching to do.
True.
So
and it depends.
I want to start this being the 1st of January.
Yeah.
So if I get all my Big Bash stitching done, then I can go on to this one, and So I probably won't get it finished tonight, to be quite honest, but I'll get it started at least. Month. Yeah.
I'm not going to be starting it until later in the month because I haven't got all my things together for it.
Yes. So to go along with this one, the other one that I'm doing this year is the Country Cottage Needleworks Monthly Mini Villages. Now, I purchased all these paper patterns from Lisa at Paddock Lane Designs because she ordered them all in. And I'm going to be doing one per month. Now, for January, I'm choosing the August one because that is a beach-inspired one and beach summer.
Sometimes January. We have to swap things around if they're Northern Hemisphere based. We're down south.
So, I'm looking at doing that one for January. I think other than the Penguin Christmas stocking, that's my other yearly plan, which I spoke about before.
Okay.
I think that's it.
That's it for yearly thing.
Oh, I do have Spooky Love by the Snowflower Diaries. It's going to be kind of in replacement from Joyful World, because Joyful World was Snowflower Diaries.
Yeah.
But it's going to take it's going to take more than 1 year to do that, because there's more than 12
if they're smaller,
boxes.
You might still. No, they're not. Okay, never mind. I was
If
thinking you could get 2 a month, maybe. But.
Yeah, I'll have to measure it properly, but I think there might be just a little bit smaller than the Joyful World ones that I've done on that big fabric. But I'm doing it on a smaller fabric.
Big,
yeah. So anyway, that's it. That's the yearly stuff done.
Okay. So obviously we're doing Whip Go again this year.
Yes, we are.
I'm doing it a little bit differently. Instead of putting an actual project in the pockets over here, I have just done things that I can try and fit into whatever projects at the time. So
a more generic prompt?
Yes.
Yeah.
So for example, the numbers that were called were 2 and 7. They're well and truly out by now, so we're not spoiling anything for anyone.
They came out Christmas Day.
They get released around the 25th of the month, each month, for the next month.
Yeah,
so it gives you time to prepare whatever you need for the next month. So for me, mine were Stitcher Motif. Now, obviously, if I'm starting 3, 2, 4, that's done. Does that count? I'll be doing more than one, so I think it, will qualify.
Well, during the month of January, you'll do more than one. So,
yes,
okay,
for sure.
I'll approve of that.
Oh, okay, because it's my board, so it's my rules, not yours. And then the other one was a project that contains letters and or numbers.
Okay.
And some of the ones that I am taking on the cruise also have motifs and also have words.
Oh, well, then you've got it down.
So I'm pretty sure I'm well and truly covered.
Yes.
So that's what I mean. I've tried to make mine a bit more simplified this year rather than, set myself specific projects.
Yeah.
Because, sometimes it just didn't work for me. Like things that came up in October when we were doing Spooktober and it was all Halloween projects, things that came out were not Halloween projects, and some of them were new starts, and then I didn't want to have that many new starts. So
I had it more like that in 2023 and I learnt not to do that. So 24, sorry, I had it like that. 25, I made it a bit more generic, and then now for 26, I've made it slightly more generic. So my number 2 is a wheel spin. So basically what I'll do on the cruise is spin the wheel and 1, 2, 3 days maybe, I don't know how many days.
Whatever you feel.
And see what it does.
Yeah. And
then number 7 is seasonal. So that will be my summer memories. So that's seasonal. It's for summer. So that's that done. Yeah. Tick, tick.
So that'll be Whip Go. So we've got this month sorted.
Yep, we do.
We're all over it. It's always easy to start off at the start of the year, isn't it? With these things.
Yeah, and I've had a lot of people talking to me about Whip Go, just quickly, and how setting up their boards. And I'm happy to share with you, anyone, if you message me, how my board is set up. Because some people are running out of ideas or they don't know how to set it up. It's your board, your rules. So if you want to do 100 stitches on each prompt, then that's what you do. If you want to do 1,000, you do that. If you want to do it by time and spend 5 hours or 1 hour or whatever, you can do that. So there's different ways of doing it.
There are plenty of examples.
Don't make it too hard for yourself.
Yeah, there's plenty of examples in the Facebook group. People post them up. And Jessie Marie, who is the one that actually came up with Whip Go, she has a fantastic instructional video on her YouTube channel that you can check out. If we can find it, we can link it below.
Yep, hopefully.
And so she explains how it all works, obviously, because it's her game.
Yes.
And we're very grateful that she's set that up and that everyone can play and you can make it however you want to do it.
Yeah. I was just going to say you can make it as easy or as hard as you want. Basically.
That's right. And, some people do just put projects in and they want to get X number of stitches on it or whatever. Yeah. So however you want to do it, there's...
What works for one person might not necessarily work for another.
Exactly.
And that's how you do your board, your rules.
Exactly.
Yep.
All right.
We
will move into haul.
We will. Okay. This is the fun time. You can see all the
goodies.
Stitchy stuff.
Okay, so Ro went to Sharon at Crafty Threads.
Yep.
And she messaged me and said, did you need anything? And I'm like, can you see if she's got any of the little mini things of thread magic? And she did. So Ro got me a packet. So there's 2 little mini ones in there.
Yep.
And I just wanted them for like my on-the-go stuff, so that if I need thread magic, like when we're on the cruise or when we go to any of our stitchy meetups or anything, that's smaller thing to take with me than the little jars.
Yeah.
I have a little jar for at home.
Yeah.
But I thought that would be handy for on the go.
Alrighty. So I've been to Crafty Threads a couple of times since pre-Christmas and after Christmas. So I purchased this little gift set, and I actually got one for Jeanette and Kylie for Christmas. And this is what is in it. So there's a hoop, there's some fabric, there's some threads, there's a little book in there with different designs. Obviously, I haven't opened it up yet. Sorry about the glare. But yeah, so I purchased that, and I thought, that's cute. Little things that we can stitch together.
So that'll be fun.
Yes.
And then you also got lots of other things.
Yes, and I also got some fabric. So I needed some light blue fabric to finish off my advent calendar. So I only used a little square, but I thought I might as well get a meter because, I got a meter.
It'll get used for something.
It'll get used for something. It'll go on my stash. And then I specifically got this other fabric for things I'm going to work on this year. So the Monthly Mini Villages by Country Cottage Needleworks. I'm going to work it on this fabric here. It's called Flora, I think it is. 32 count. And Sharon worked out with me how big they were and how much fabric I would need and all the things and where to cut it. She drew me a little diagram. So when I do cut it, it's done.
Pretty much idiot proof.
Yes. And as you can see,
it's quite a bit there.
Yes, but I've actually already overlocked it. Can you see right on the very edge there? So I have taken them out, I've cut them, and that's what all that stuff is there, is the overlocking of each one. So they're ready to go.
Yay!
Then I got 18 count vintage country mocha, I think it is called. And this one is for Christmas Market, which is by Country Cottage Needleworks. It's their new one that came out, I think, December 2025. And it's another one that they start in the middle with the Christmas market, and then they pull all the little market shops around as they go, as they release it. So that was for that one. And then I got a meter of my favourite, 28 count Brittany even weave in the grey. And the reason why Kylie's saying it's my favourite, because you can see I use this for the Divine Beasts sale from is it Needle-Lot?
I think so.
I think it's Needle-Lot Designs. I'm having a memory blank right now. And I loved it so much, and I thought I want some grey to have in my stash, so when I find a pattern and I'm unsure what to do and I need a neutral, I can go for the grey. Now, another grey is this one, and this one is called Vintage Grey, I think. It's an even weave, 32 count. And this one I got specifically for the Brooks Books Advent Calendar. I had started it 2023 or 2024.
Something like that.
And I wasn't happy with the fabric I was doing on. So I kind of put it to the side and didn't pick it back up. So now I've got this fabric. And I think the colours will pop off nicely on that one. And then this is brand new in Crafty Threads, this one. See your eyes there. Oh!
Something's new and you didn't tell me before now.
Yeah. I wanted to make it a surprise.
But what if I wanted some?
Well, I can give you some. Okay, this is 18 count linen opal Ada.
I didn't know you could even get 18 count linen.
I didn't know either, but she told me all about it. I had a look.
Wow.
Now, you can see the opalescent there, I'm pretty sure, because I can see it shining.
Yep.
And it looks like Ada. Would you agree? It looks like Ada.
It's quite an even one. Yeah. That's why I'm surprised it's linen.
Yeah. But when you hold it up, like, when you fold it out and hold it up, you can see little slubs in it. So that it's like a hybrid, I reckon. And it's, got the gold. It's a gold kind of fleck through it. So, 18 linen opal. So I just got a metre of that. And actually, when I was there
for this one,
no, this is the only one I don't have a plan for.
You are not supposed to be buying fabric unless there's a plan.
I know, but that was last year.
And you bought this last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. It's from this year onwards. I'm not buying it if I don't have a plan for it. So this snuck in because this was bought last year. Now, what I was saying is when Sharon pulled this out of the box that they all got sent to her in, she thought of me straight away. She was like, Ro will love this. And when I went up there, it was like one of the first things she showed me. She said to me, Ro, I got something to show you. I was like, what have you got? So that was lovely. Yeah, absolutely lovely. Okay, do you want to go with Coco next?
Okay, yeah. So we mentioned last time, I think it was, that we had a very dear friend give us a gift voucher each to Coco. We're very, very grateful. So we went shopping, of course.
We did. And she knew we would.
And she knew we would go straight there. She expected us to go there on the day.
Yes.
But we didn't.
Yeah.
So we got a few things. I did have to add some funds into, to be able to get all these things. But I got a few patterns that I had on hold.
Yep.
And so this one is I Would Rather Be Stitching, which is a Primrose Cottage Stitches pattern.
I'm glad you've got this one because now we both have it.
Oh, good. So another stitch along.
Of course.
And this one that Ro influenced me to get, which is
one?
also Primrose Cottage Stitches, is The Witch Next Door. And I had been eyeing it off. And then when Ro got it and I was looking at it more, I'm like, okay, yeah, I need that one.
Love it.
And this one...
I don't have this one.
No, because you're not into the Quaker stitches.
No.
So I saw this one, and as soon as I saw this at Coco, I was like, yeah, I need to have that one.
She loves this one.
So it is Silhouettes Quaker.
I mean, I'd like it. It's adorable, but I don't know whether I would stitch it.
I will.
Of course you will.
I bought it, so I hope so. It's a Teresa Kogut pattern, and there's only 2 colours, and they are both Weeks Dye Works, and one of them is Swamp Water and one is Guacamole. So there's a few little bits that are in the green, and I think there's like some, the witch's legs, and there's a few little bits and pieces, there's stars and stuff. But I thought, that is so versatile. I could stitch that on any colour fabric.
Yeah, definitely.
Pick and choose different colours for things to make them stand out. And then, of course, there's just, the general Quaker things in between. So
I just had a thought. You know what you could do? You know where the little, like where the green and that is? For example, you could put your glow-in-the-dark thread in there and it could just glow, and you could have this little face glowing at you.
There is definitely the options. There's a little ghost there too, and he's only outlined.
Yep.
But I could fill him in glow-in-the-dark and stuff. There's a couple of those on there. So
yeah, definitely.
There's definitely options to play around with in that. And then when we went to Coco, Christmas Eve, we went and spent the day stitching there.
It was lovely.
Yes, it was a really nice day. Denise had just gotten in some floss drops from Love Poppet.
Love Poppet.
So I got one set of those on the ring. This one is called Love Notes.
Yeah.
I just thought those colours were really pretty together.
So I've got the Love Notes as well. There we go. And they give you a little tag thing there as well. So that middle part, that little heart there is the middle part of the floss drop that comes out. So I thought that was really sweet.
Yeah, and it's got Love Poppet written on it.
Yeah.
It's cute.
Then I've got Ocean Waves. Oh, let me get rid of the tag for you.
Yeah, so I took mine off. And then I
so it's all like the bluey, greeny kind of ones.
Yeah, so she had quite a number of different ones come in.
Yeah, and then I got Citrus Delight. So it's like the oranges and the yellows.
Yeah, Ro bought more than I did. She uses floss drops more. Yeah. I do use them sometimes, but mostly I abominate.
The last one I got was Pine Forest. So that's all the greens. But there are other ones there that I didn't get. So there are other colourways. So if you're interested, contact Denise at Coco. And she'll tell you what other ones are there.
Yep.
Now, I picked up I'm pretty sure this was prior to Christmas. Some Colour Cascade fabric. If you can take that side for me. It's an opalescent and it's called Bed of Roses. A 32 count opal. So it's quite a large piece too.
Yeah.
So it's quite pretty. Okay. And then we have Atomic Ranch. So she got Atomic Ranch fabrics in. This one's just a little bit. This one's called Jack Frost and it's a 32 count linen. And this is an 1/8, I think. So she'll cut it to size of what you want. There was a red colour, a butter yellow, a green, and that blue. Then I picked up this sweet little needle minder. So that matches one of the other ones that I got from Coco with a stump and a little birdie. And then I picked up these little cute kits. And these 3 are Toy Story. So we got Woody, Jessie, and Buzz. And then we got 2 Star Wars ones. So we've got the Grogu and Darth Vader. And then we have Silver Creek Samplers Needle Little Love.
Cute.
And then Puntini CrossStitch Save the Earth series. So it says Save the Earth. It's the only planet with CrossStitch. And then Sea Animals Trio. Now I have a couple of these trio ones, but that's the Sea Animals. And then I got poppies. This one was put out by the Fat Quarter Shop last year. And they've got a whole series of flowers. And I did hear on their Flosstube that they're releasing all of them as PDFs at the end.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So I'll be able to get the others as PDFs.
Nice.
And then I picked up my Winnie Bee Blue by Wings Dye Works because I forgot to pick that up the other day, but like the other time when Kylie got hers. Then I got Beautiful Things from Primrose Cottage, which is on my plan to do sometime this year. And then these ones I've had aside for a little while. Fine Frog Stitching is tarot cards series and it's the Lovers. And I just thought that really looks nice on that dark fabric. And with my goose face, I've got the Fool and Strawberry Goose Witch. And then obviously the 12 monthly minis we spoke about before. Tis Near Christmas Day for Teresa Kogut. When Santa goes riding with gifts in his sleigh, the moon laughs and whispers, 'tis near Christmas Day. Then I've got Christmas Tiny Town. I'll put it that way because, you know, it'll make more sense to put it that way.
Yeah.
This part of this was Christmas Day, Christmas Eve too, with the coupon thing we got.
The voucher.
Voucher, that's it. 12 Dogs of Christmas by the Blue Flower. So that's all little pillows.
We'll do one of them a month.
Yeah. It'd be all Christmas out by the end. So all the little doggies. And then last but not least, Summer Sunshine. And this is by Jen Hicks Creates. So that's all from Coco.
And I have been to Big W. I picked up this little one on clearance. It was like $4 or something. And it is meant for mugs or teacups or whatever, but I thought I could put ornaments on it and sit it behind us.
Ooh.
For $4. I thought I'd give it a go.
Yeah.
And then I went shopping with the family after yesterday actually, and all the Christmas stuff is obviously on clearance now. So I managed to pick up these colours of cording.
Nice.
Yeah, and they were marked down.
Pre-wound cording too.
Yes, pre-corded cording. So I just have to, you know, attach it to things. So.
Lovely.
Yeah.
I went up to Lincraft the other day because I needed to get some stuff for the project bags of the month. And one of our friends had shown, she had given it to another one of our friends as a Christmas gift when we were at Coco. So I saw it there and I was like, oh, I need to go and get one of them for myself.
Cute. Yeah.
So yeah, there's 4 different designs. So there they are on the back. And stitch them up and put them on your tree. Then from Paddock Lane Designs, I got the rest of my patterns had come in that I had ordered. So we've got, this is the monthly mini village that I've been talking about all Flosstube. So we got the December one come in. We've got the October one that has come in. And this is the Christmas market one that I was just talking about before. So that's the center design, and then all the other ones will be surrounding it. So nice. You can do them as individuals. And then she had sent me up Fairy Queen 32 count even weave opal, and look how beautiful this pink is. Nice. It is gorgeous. And then I got some sunshine. Yeah. And the sunshine is 32 count even weave opal as well. So look, nice, beautiful, bright yellow. Well, it's not bright, but it is sunshiny.
It's brighter than the sandy.
Yes, yeah, because the sandy's a bit more neutral, isn't it?
Well, it's more a pale yellow.
Yeah, pale yellow. And then my Silks for You came in for December for 2025 for the Hank of the Month Club. They have opened it up again this year. So this was the one for December. So it's a beautiful purple colour. Look at that. It's gorgeous. And then you get a bonus one. And this one says Merry Christmas. And so it's a beautiful reddy kind of pink. And when I opened it and saw these two together, I was like, how gorgeous would they look together on a project? And then Crafty Leanie, I had got this in a little while ago, but I was waiting till everybody had got theirs so I wouldn't spoil it. We got a tape measure because she gives you a little gift with everything. And we got a little tiny,
oh my God,
tiny little needle minder, and it's a coffee mug.
I want that. It's not going to focus while we're looking.
Yeah, so that's that one. And then so I get the 28 count and the 18 count. Now the 28 count is the opalescent that I get, and it's called Aurora Bloom. Look how pretty that is. So she gives you a little, I love the little pop of green.
Just one tiny bit.
Yeah. She gives you a little note with it explaining about the fabric as well. So that's awesome because, you know, looking at that, I just think, oh, it's gorgeous. And then when
there is always an explanation.
Yeah, when it's explained, it's like, oh, that makes sense. And then this is the 18 count non-opalescent. So look at that. It's, I'm going to have to find something like monochromatic to go on that, I think, because the fabric is definitely the hero.
Watching the fireworks?
Yes, that'd be a good one to go on that, wouldn't it? Because you've got the fireworks colours kind of in the background. All right, so that's those ones. Okay, so a little bit of digital haul for you guys, or for me, I should say.
I only have the watching the fireworks pattern that was the free one, which I already showed earlier.
Yep. That one's a good one. I might have to go on and get that one, especially with that fabric.
Those fabrics look nice, yes.
Okay, so on Etsy, I was watching Home Alone, my favourite movie, and I watched it a couple of times over Christmas, and my husband said, have you got a Home Alone stitch? And I said, no, I don't. He said, go and buy yourself one. So I was like, okay. So I went on to Etsy. New Dreams Stitch is the shop. And the first one I got is a set of Christmas quotes, and it's got the three different ones in it. So it's quotes from the movie, which is great. But there's also a quote in there from Elf. And then there's a quote from something else. I don't know what that other quote is from. So if you guys know, maybe you can comment in the comments below. I mean, I could always look it up, but yeah. Now the next one is called Home Alone Quotes, and it's I'm going to affectionately name this one Kevin. The next one is Bless This Highly Nutritious is what it is called. So it's obviously the microwave dinner that he has before everything goes crazy. Then we have a soda stitch pattern, and this one's called Christmas Winter Tree Ornament. And I really liked the circular design of this one. It reminds me a lot of the North Pole, with Santa and the North Pole. Now, the next one is an Australian designer, and they're called Lily Pilly Stitches, and it's called Santa's Aussie Helpers, so with the kangaroos instead of the reindeers, which was really cute. The next one is, I hope I'm going to pronounce this correctly, Natalika Studio. The first one I got from her is Santa and Reindeer, and I just thought, how cute are they? They look like they're posing for a photo, you know. And then the second one is a Santa cross-stitch pattern, and I thought he was just too cute. And then the last one, I actually won a prize. So I had quite a few friends tell me, you've won on Stitching Mummy. And I was like, oh, have I? Because I hadn't had a chance to watch the Flosstube. So I went across and watched it, and I saw it. Yes, I did. And it was to choose a pattern from her Etsy store. So I chose this one, Temperature Tree. And I thought, you know, even if you don't do it as the temperature stitch along for the year, it would still be a beautiful tree. So that's why I picked that one. Cool. So I've got a choice now whether to do it as a temperature tree or just do it as a normal tree.
Or do it as a stitching one again.
Yes. That did cross my mind. That did cross my mind, actually, to do it as stitches.
Since we do track our stitches.
Yes. Yeah. So that's all the digital haul.
Okay. Then we'll move into our racks, which includes our Christmas presents.
It does.
Yeah. So what I got from my family is all things I chose from Coco. So this one is a bobbin holder or bobbin minder. So when you're stitching, you can put all your bobbins in there ready to go. And it's got even a little magnet there for your needle. So
cute.
I've been wanting one of those for a while, so that's great. My first Mill Hill kit.
Oh, wow, your first one.
I've never done a Mill Hill kit before. It's a kit, it's got all the beads and everything.
Yep.
And I believe it's on perforated paper as well, which I have not used before. Yes, it's included. So I haven't done that before, so that'll be interesting as well. And it just magneted to the the DMC Christmas floss 4520. And this one I had been eyeing off at Coco for a while. This is a Colour Cascade 32 count Lugana opal, and it's called Cup of Coffee.
Yes, it's beautiful.
And it is a large piece.
It's a very nice neutral colour too.
Yeah. But quite mottled, but still
slightly
quite
pinkish.
Neutral. Slightly on the pinky side, yes.
Yeah.
And I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I loved it. And I was like, you know what? Let's put that in my Christmas stuff.
Why not? Yeah. Christmas.
And I got the flamingo pouch.
Oh, good. We've both got one of them now.
Yes, and that goes with the, it's designed as a flower pot holder, but we're going to do it as a waste basket.
Waste paper basket.
Waste paper basket thing. And then that's the matching pouch.
Yes.
And 13 spooky smalls, which I've also wanted for a while.
Yes.
So I look forward to doing some of those.
Yep.
And I said, which one should I do first? And I think it's the Wicked Without Coffee.
Oh, yep.
That should be fairly quick too.
Yeah.
Especially considering I leave
Yeah,
off
that
the
looks
spider.
pretty quick actually.
Yeah. Most, you know, and again,
Most of it's just the letters.
I could do, you know, colours if I wanted to. And yeah, I'm going to leave this 8-legged thing off.
Yeah. I don't think it needs it actually.
No. I'd be more inclined to want to put a coffee cup or something on it instead. But yeah, and I've still got that espresso bean. Well, I've got could do. And then from the lovely Ro, it's not really stitchy related, but I had to show it, which is in.
Well, this is part of your Christmas present, so
yes,
yeah.
But
spooky stuff.
So the one that she was showing earlier that Ro bought for herself as well.
And you've also got vintage needle case in there as well. Oh,
you didn't get that one?
No.
Ah, bonus. And she got me some 16 count Ada, which is latte colour from Crafty Threads.
Because I asked what fabric count would you like, and then the surprise was the colour. The colour was a surprise. Words.
And she got me a couple of t-shirts.
Yep.
So this one is a stitching one. So because stabbing people is wrong.
Yep.
So we're cross-stitching. And this one.
I knew she'd love this one.
Which, please. And yes, I love that. So I'll have to put them in the wash so I can start wearing them.
Yes, that's right.
Yay.
Definitely. Alrighty. We're going on from that. From the lovely Kylie, I got a couple of stitchy related things, and then the other things I've already taken home and put in their place because they're not stitchy related. But I got a lovely needle minder. Now, she checked with Jenny if I already had this one, and Jenny said, I don't think she does.
Jenny from Garden Path Crafts.
Yep, Garden Path Crafts up the top there. Yep. And then she made me this beautiful bee, we might have to cover our eyes for this one, bee gnome counting pin. Now, I hope that's focusing. And it's just absolutely adorable because she knows I love my gnomies.
I do.
And so anything gnomey related without showing the eyes, like when we cover our eyes.
Gonks apparently. They're the ones without eyes.
They're the ones.
Hidden eyes are called. But
they're the ones that I like.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, this came to me. Actually, no, I'll start with my husband's Christmas present because that came from Coco. I said to him, I would really love this. And he's like, what is it? I told him and he was like, okay. So it came from Coco and it's a magnetic board and it's got the magnets here, but it's also got like a ruler on there as well so you can hold it down. And basically what it does is it attaches with this piece to your Lowry stand. So, you know, it goes that way. Yeah, because this part goes into the board. And then, it attaches on the top of your Lowry stand. So then while you're stitching, you can have your pattern in here and refer back to it. Now, with some of my patterns, the older ones that, you know, died with the Chromebook, I've been going off the paper patterns so I can put them in there and look at them at the same time as I'm stitching, which is great. Because otherwise I need to stop and look and then all the rest. It just gets... okay, now this one was part of the Christmas present that came to me from I signed up to a Secret Santa. That's what it was. So that was part of it. And then there was this pattern. It's Christmas Time. Merry Christmas by Annabella's. And I don't have this one. I'd never seen this before. And I was like, that is adorable. I love that. And it's only got a few colours, so nice and easy.
Yeah.
And then another Country Cottage Needleworks, which I didn't have this one either. So it was very good that I had received ones that I hadn't got before.
It's always nice.
Yes. Now I got this Ship's Manor Silk called Rolling Thunder. So it's a really nice purpley grey variegation. And then I got a Cottage Garden Threads hand-dyed thread, and this one's called Gladdy, and I guess it's maybe from Gladiolis, the flowers, because they're purple. And then I got a couple of pieces of hand-dyed fabric. Now I think this is hand-dyed by the person that sent it to me. So there's that little citrus piece. There's a grey piece. And there is a purple piece.
Nice.
So that was lovely. And then if that wasn't enough, which it certainly was, she handmade the little Christmas card for me. And this little like book folder thingy-me-bob. Lack of a better...
That's the technical term.
Yeah, lack of a better word. And it opens up and it's got candles in it. And the candles actually smell really nice. So just like sneak peeked a little smell. I was like, oh yes, they're very nice. So I can now light them that I've shown them. Alrighty, so then the last little bits and pieces from the Advent Calendar Secret Santa that I was given. I got two little needle minders. Aren't they adorable? And I got some trim.
Nice. Trims are always good.
I got some finishing fabric, which I love this fabric. I want to get some more of this fabric. I have to look out for it. Oh, I don't know where it came from. So if you know where that fabric came from, please let me know. And then there was some sparkly felt. Look how sparkly that is.
I've never seen sparkly felt. That's
awesome.
Awesome.
Neither had I. And then there was this little tiny bag charm, and it's got a little Easter gnome man on there. So I was like, that's cute. And then I got this pattern, which I don't have. It's actually a kit, and it's from Bothy Threads. So that was cute. And then the last day, I think it was the floss drops. So from Hero and Stitch floss drops, which I absolutely love. And then I knew who my Secret Santa was, and these are her two little animals. And so she made up personalised floss drops for me. So that was absolutely gorgeous. So I got very spoiled. Yes. Thank you very much.
So that brings us to Flosstubes that we've been watching.
Yes.
Now, I mentioned before, Jessie Marie does stuff. She runs the Whip Go game. She's also created another game.
Oh, yes.
And it is the Marston Manor game. She's done a how to play video on that. And it's very board game-like. So if you like board games and stitching, it kind of combines the two together. She's doing it for full coverage projects. I'm not sure if it would work as well for smaller projects, but it's definitely worth having a look at that video. It was very interesting, very well done. And yeah, definitely made me
very informative.
Think, could I do that at some point?
Another challenge to add to the list.
Yeah, I'm trying to reduce mine down. But anyway, definitely worth a look at that video if you haven't already seen it. And of course, obviously, she's done like stitchy plans for this year, and you know, she's had a few new videos out, so it's good to see her back, because every now and then she takes a little break. So nice to see a few come out. And Notorious Needle had a new video out as well, and it actually reminded me of something. Maggie from Homemade on the Ridge sent us the is it Erin Elizabeth Believe,
yes.
And I remembered that because Bridget showed a different one that she did. On she's got like the Christmas, I think they were designers serviettes or placemats or something.
Yeah.
And she did the Believe in one of those. Yeah. And now she's done another pattern in one of those in the middle of it. And I actually picked up a couple of those from the Nest when we went shopping once, and after I'd seen Bridget do Believe on it, and I walked in and they were just sitting there in the front, and I'm like, oh, mine. And so it reminded me that I need to do Believe on one of those, and she's going to make hers into little cushions.
Yes.
Well, you know, reasonable couch
for the
cushions.
couch cushions.
And I was like, oh, maybe
as soon as I saw that, I thought,
too.
You've got that. You'll do that.
Yes.
Well, not that you will, but
well, because we've got the
could.
Believe pattern, I can use that one because it fits in nicely. So it. Thank you for the reminder, Bridget, because I was like, I know I had a plan for that pattern and I could not think what it was. And then when I watched Notorious Needle, I was like, that's what it was. Yeah. So, yeah, thank you for that.
That's all right.
I'm not thanking you, I'm thanking Bridget.
No, but that's all right. Like that, you know, like that they get, you know, it all comes around and, you know, like in circles.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I've watched the ones that you've just spoken about. And I've also been watching whip parades galore because it's the season for whip parades.
It is, you know, end of the year, start of a new year.
Yes. Yeah. And while I've been doing the big bash stitching or, you know, any other sort of, like yesterday with the 12 for 12, I was watching whip parades galore and it was great. I just sat there and enjoyed, you know, some stitchy time. And they're easy to watch because you only really need to look up when
they show the project.
Yeah. And then you can sort of concentrate, stitch away, and then look up again. So it was really good. So there's lots out there. There's too many to name them all. So go and check out
you could probably just search for whip parades and
and
find them.
A bunch of them will come up in the
and then pick and choose the ones you want to watch.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lovely.
All right. That's all we've got for today.
I think so.
Okay, we do have a Buy Me a Coffee link down below if you would like to support us financially. Any funds from that will be used for competitions and, you know, for prizes and for postage, etc. So, we certainly appreciate anything that comes through there. And if you haven't already, please like, subscribe, leave us a comment, share our videos with your friends. We're still trying to build this channel even 2 years later. We're hoping to, you know, increase our numbers as we go.
Yep.
So
excellent.
Until next time, stay crafty.